In this video, we will embark on a journey and evolution of more than 180 Samsung mobile phones, spanning from their earliest models to the latest innovations of 2024. Samsung SH100 released in 1988. Samsung SH250 released in 1996. Samsung SH600 released in 1999. Samsung SH2200 released in 1999. Samsung SH2400 released in 1999. Samsung SH800 released in 2000. Samsung A100 released in 2000. Samsung M100 released in 2000. Samsung N100 released in 2000. Samsung Q100 released in 2001. Samsung A200 released in 2001. Samsung R200 released in 2001. Samsung A400 released in 2001. Samsung N400 released in 2001. Samsung N500 released in 2002. Samsung Q200 released in 2002. Samsung S100 released in 2002. Samsung T400 released in 2002. Samsung S500 released in 2003. Samsung V200 released in 2003. Samsung S200 released in 2003. Samsung X400 released in 2003. Samsung E100 released in 2003. Samsung X100 released in 2003. Samsung X450 released in 2003. Samsung C110 released in 2004. Samsung X120 released in 2004. Samsung i700 released in 2004. Samsung Z110 released in 2004. Samsung E630 released in 2004. Samsung D488 released in 2004. Samsung D500 released in 2004. Samsung X140 released in 2005. Samsung X640 released in 2005. Samsung X810 released in 2005. Samsung E880 released in 2005. Samsung X700 released in 2005. Samsung E360 released in 2005. Samsung D820 released in 2005. Samsung Z150 released in 2006. Samsung T629 released in 2006. Samsung Z400 released in 2006. Samsung D870 released in 2006. Samsung Z370 released in 2006. Samsung C170 released in 2007. Samsung C450 released in 2007. Samsung i710 released in 2007. Samsung E950 released in 2007. Samsung L600 released in 2007. Samsung T429 released in 2007. Samsung G800 released in 2007. Samsung i640 released in 2008. Samsung P220 released in 2008. Samsung F110 released in 2008. Samsung i900 Omnia released in 2008. Samsung D980 released in 2008. Samsung M3200 Beats released in 2008. Samsung A867 Eternity released in 2009. Samsung C5212 released in 2009. Samsung i980 Omnia released in 2009. Samsung S5230 Star released in 2009. Samsung i7500 Galaxy released in 2009. Samsung M2310 released in 2009. Samsung E2120 released in 2009. Samsung Vodafone 360 M1 released in 2009. Samsung S7010 Diva released in 2010. Samsung S5620 released in 2010. Samsung B34 Sen W Chet released in 2010. Samsung Galaxy X released in 2010. Samsung i897 Captivate released in 2010. Samsung R360 Freeform 2 released in 2010. Samsung Tab T-Mobile T849 released in 2010. Samsung Google Nexus S released in 2010. Samsung S5260 Star 2 released in 2011. Samsung Galaxy Mini S557 Nero released in 2011. Samsung Galaxy S2 released in 2011. Samsung E2230 released in 2011. Samsung Duos TV i6712 released in 2011. Samsung S3770 released in 2011. Samsung Wave Y S5380 released in 2011. Samsung Chet 527 released in 2011. Samsung Focus Flash i677 released in 2011. Samsung Galaxy Pro Duos in 2012. Samsung Galaxy Note i7 117 released in 2012. Samsung Ace 2S i8 released in 2012. Samsung Galaxy S3 released in 2012. Samsung Manhattan E3300 released in 2012. Samsung Note 2 released in 2012. Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini released in 2012. Samsung S2 Plus released in 2013. Samsung Galaxy Note 8.0 released in 2013. Samsung Galaxy S4 released in 2013. Samsung Galaxy Exhibit T599 released in 2013. Samsung ARUV S Neo released in 2013. Samsung Galaxy Star Pro released in 2013. Samsung i9-230 Galaxy Golden released in 2013. Samsung Galaxy Grand Neo released in 2014. Samsung Penmaster released in 2014. Samsung S5611 released in 2014. Samsung Galaxy S5 released in 2014. Samsung Galaxy Ace Style released in 2014. Samsung Galaxy W released in 2014. Samsung Galaxy Note 4 released in 2014. Samsung Galaxy Note Edge released in 2014. Samsung Galaxy A3 released in 2014. Samsung Galaxy E5 released in 2015. Samsung Galaxy A7 released in 2015. Samsung Galaxy S6 released in 2015. Samsung Galaxy J7 released in 2015. Samsung Z3 released in 2015. Samsung Galaxy On 5 released in 2015. Samsung Galaxy J1 released in 2016. Samsung Galaxy S7 released in 2016. Samsung S7 Edge released in 2016. Samsung C5 released in 2016. Samsung Galaxy S5 On 5 Pro released in 2016. Samsung J5 Prime released in 2016. Samsung Galaxy A8 released in 2016. Samsung Galaxy Note 7 released in 2016. Samsung Galaxy A3 released in 2017. Samsung Galaxy C5 Pro released in 2017. Samsung Galaxy S8 released in 2017. Samsung Galaxy J7 Max released in 2017. Samsung Galaxy Note 8 released in 2017. Samsung Galaxy J2 released in 2018. Samsung Galaxy A8 released in 2018. Samsung Galaxy S9 released in 2018. Samsung Galaxy A6 released in 2018. Samsung Galaxy J8 released in 2018. Samsung Galaxy A9 Star released in 2018. Samsung Galaxy J4 Plus released in 2018. Samsung Galaxy A6s released in 2018. Samsung Galaxy A10 released in 2019. Samsung Galaxy A40 released in 2019. Samsung Galaxy M10 released in 2019. Samsung Galaxy S10 released in 2019. Samsung Galaxy A2 Core released in 2019. Samsung Galaxy Note 10 released in 2019. Samsung Galaxy Fold released in 2019. Samsung Galaxy A50 released in 2019. Samsung Galaxy A71 released in 2020. Samsung Galaxy S20 released in 2020. Samsung Galaxy M31 released in 2020. Samsung Galaxy A21s released in 2020. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip released in 2020. Samsung Galaxy Note 20 released in 2020. Samsung Galaxy F41 released in 2020. Samsung Galaxy M02s released in 2021. Samsung Galaxy S5 S21 released in 2021. Samsung Galaxy F12 released in 2021. Samsung Galaxy A22 released in 2021. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 released in 2021. Samsung Galaxy M52 released in 2021. Samsung Galaxy S21 FE released in 2022. Samsung Galaxy S22 released in 2022. Samsung Galaxy A33 released in 2022. Samsung Galaxy F13 released in 2022. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 released in 2022. Samsung Galaxy S5 A04e released in 2022. Samsung Galaxy A14 released in 2023. Samsung Galaxy S23 released in 2023. Samsung Galaxy S24 released in 2024. Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus released in 2024. Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra released in 2024. Galaxy Z Fold 6 released in 2024. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 released in 2024. Samsung Galaxy A54 5G released in 2024. Samsung Galaxy A74 5G released in 2024. Samsung Galaxy M54 5G released in 2024. Samsung Galaxy M74 5G released in 2024. Samsung Galaxy X Cover 6 Pro released in 2024. So what will be the next Samsung phones in the upcoming years? Let us know in the comment section if you had a Samsung phone before and which one interests you the most. Subscribe if you're a Samsung phone fan. Thank you for watching. And happy Samsung Phone Day to everyone.